Happy Monday everybody, Nick Watson here from 360 Big Sky Media with our next instalment of our Theasys training videos. Hope you're enjoying these as much as I am making them. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at our Properties tab inside of the Theasys Tour Editor. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into Theasys. Okay, you'll see that we're in our usual starting place, which is where we've started our virtual tour from. What we're going to do is upload panoramas and build a tour. This is the tour that we worked on last week, and you will see we've already got them 4 images. We put everything in position. What I want to talk about today is the tabs down this side. First one is the overall project properties, to set the properties for the whole project when you do it. You'll see, remember we called this demonstration, it's telling us we've got 4 panoramas and no hotspots as yet, because we're going to add some later on. Our panorama movement, we've got smoothness enabled, and we're about 50%. You can drop that down a little bit, and that relates to the smoothness here. You will see if we make that hard, it becomes very jerky. You can have interaction direction, you can limit horizontal and vertical. We're just going to leave them as they are for now. Panoramas, backwards, auto linking. We can't do that, we do hotspots. On some of my tours I put music in. What you would do is click there, upload the music that you want to put on there. Be aware it needs to be no more than 6 megabytes as an audio file, and you can upload either MP3 or WAV files. If you want to tag where your tour is by entering the latitude and the longitude and the zoom, you can open the map, you can find it, and then you can save it. And then if you want to add some notes in, you can. Second tab relates to the panorama, so this here. We already talked about these a little bit last week. We've got how to set our default view. We can do a vertical offset. If you've shot a little bit too low or a little bit too high, you can adjust that using the vertical offset. Be aware you will get a fisheye effect if you go too far. And if you want that back to 0, you just double click. You can level, quite good if you don't level you should also always level your photographs before we take them, but if we don't, we can level our photographs up ourselves on our X, Y and Z axes. Default view we talked about. Rotational axes, do you want people to be able to look horizontally or vertically, or do you want both? You can see we've got a full range of movement. If we just want to turn off vertical, you'll see that all we can do is go left and right. We can't go up and down. Handy if you can't be bothered to fix your nadir, I suppose. And auto rotation is what auto rotation is. To optimize it, you just turn that on, set your delay, set the speed. You can go direction left or right. And then finally, we have an enhance tab. One of the things that Theasys is good at is it enables you to enhance these images. And what you can do is you can change the temperature just as a slider. You can see it pretty much changes them and that resets them. So temperature, tint, get rid of red, green, blue. You can change your gamma, your exposure, your brightness, your contrast, your hue, your saturation and your vibrance. The one I generally only use is a little bit of sharpness. However, there is one option down here I like. You can add noise, blur, bleach. You can shift the red, green and blue shift if you want. You can make it sepia. Or you can add a vignette, and the vignette will work just in 360, which I think is quite good. So that's enhance. I'm going to cover that a little bit later on when we go further in. The second tab is any hotspots that we put in there. You'll see how to do hotspots in the upcoming videos. Your map, at the moment, the geolocation is just set to 0000, so it just opens up where it is. However, if we did change the tags in our tour, it would open that up in the correct location. You can add a floor plan. We're going to cover that a little bit later on, and then we've got a help menu. So those are the tabs down the side. The main ones I use when I'm building a tour: project properties first, then panorama properties, and then hotspot properties. So that's your properties tab in Theasys. Everything you need to know will be down on that left hand side. We're going to go in depth in each individual video and go into each one of them tabs so you know exactly what you're doing. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the hotspots tab, because that's the one that people will be itching to see. Next video, we'll look at the hotspots tabs. So we'll see you in the next video as usual. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, anybody in the VR community or the virtual tour community who you think would benefit, share the video away. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great Monday.